Dose. My name is Robert, and I'm joined today by Rachel, who is joining me from Los Angeles. Are you in Los Angeles proper? Is that right? Or what part?
I am technically in Santa Monica, yes.
I am. I'm a former West Sider, so I know it well. I used to live in
Yes.
the Mar Vista area near to Venice Beach. So, yeah,
We would be neighbors.
indeed. And,
Yes.
we've come together based on a presentation I did a few months ago, presenting for the Parkinson's LA Foundation, PCLA, I believe is the correct title. Yes.
Mhm.
And you represent and or work for, is it Dancing Through Parkinson's? Am I making sure I'm getting it right?
Dancing through Parkinson's, yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, when we were, getting to know each other, we started saying a lot of yes ands to each other, which was really fascinating to me, and it's led to this collaboration. So, do you want to tell people about the Cartography of Hope? Because I absolutely love that title, and a little bit about maybe who you are within this program.
Sure. I'll start with me. Um, Rachel Whiting, I've been working with Dancing Through Parkinson's going on 9 years. And I found this community uh, when I was searching for finding my creative voice, dancing voice, having stopped dance for a long time due to injury. And I found a community that was welcoming and celebrating the joy of movement on a level that I think can be trained out of you as a professional dancer. It was like the essence of joy, the celebration of movement, and it's infectious. We call our classes magical. And we've done a lot of creative projects. We've done screen dance films, we've done performance, and our next big project is funded through the California Arts Council, and we're calling it The Voices of Parkinson's, or the Cartography of Hope. And the Cartography of Hope, we imagine, like, the cartography is like tracing the body, and the idea is this: we have the outline of the body, but what we feel internally and what we fill in our stories, our narratives, is really what we project out. And so it's a creative project where we're really trying to infuse the performance with the Parkinson's experience.
It's
Is
fascinating to me
Yeah.
because I think you're right on the cusp, research-wise, of where I'm seeing at least a lot of people go to, where we've treated Parkinson's as a physical, a motor disorder solely, which is a terrible mistake, as far as I'm concerned. And it's not that, of course, there aren't the motor issues. They're prominent. However, how it feels, the psychosocial side, and the narrative, as you said, the narrative of the body is a fascinating concept, and the narrative of what we feel about our bodies, and how we might express those beyond verbally through movement. And as you said, a celebration of movement. All of that just fascinates me because to limit humans to mere speech or writing is to take about 5-10%, and I'm throwing out numbers, it feels like to me, of who and what we really are expressively. Does that feel right
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah. And just to identify that the body's always engaged in a process of transformation.
Mhm.
And so the story can be different, it can evolve, it can grow, and it can be more than just about Parkinson's. There
Right.
can be, we have we have poets, we have musicians, we have writers. It's just, there's so much more than being labeled with PD.
So the line you may have heard, right? I have Parkinson's, but Parkinson's doesn't have to have me, right? We don't have to
Yes.
become a patient,
Right. Yeah.
or solely a person with Parkinson's. It's part of the narrative,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Not the
Yeah.
whole. So when you ask people to engage, um, well, this is probably going to get a little broad, so I'm going to save it for the next episode. But let me narrow on this. When you heard about this day one process, storytelling wise, how did that fit with what you were seeking to do with the Cartography of Hope?
It was like a glove. It fit perfectly because I think when you work with participants who come to a creative space from a lens of Parkinson's, there's a lot of assumptions like, okay, just go and express yourself. And I feel like we want to give as many creative tools as possible to express oneself, because I feel like in this community, there is an urgency or a need to connect, have those social bonds, but it's not always at our fingertips. So your day one is an idea of giving tools it's innately in us, but it's like I feel like you will pull it out of all of us who participate, of what a deeper through line
Wonderful.
of
I'm glad you
lived
said that.
experience.
That's a good cap for right now. We're going to come back. I can see there's plenty more to talk about. We'll see you on the next Daily Dose.
Thank you.